Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to talk about Colin Kaepernick and this whole protest. Now, on some of this shit, y'all gonna have to try to explain to me because I'm confused. We'll start out with the settlement. For those who don't know, he received a settlement. We don't know how much the settlement is. Me personally, I think it should be revealed how much he received. I'm not saying that he has to give the money away. I'm not saying that, he has to split it between teammates or donate it to charity. It's his money. He can do what he want to do with it. But the truth of the matter is there are people out there who have stood beside Colin Kaepernick, who have beat the streets, who have been very vocal in support of him, who have missed out on opportunities, who have turned down opportunities, okay? People whose livelihoods have been, just messed up, all in support of Colin Kaepernick. So I think it's only fair for people to, and it may be a little part of me being nosy, but I think it's only fair for it to be revealed, this is how much he received. Okay. What y'all think? This whole protest thing. I don't understand how, on one hand, we claim to support. Now, listen, I don't care about the NFL. The NFL could go off tomorrow and I won't care. I'm not a fan of the NFL, so I can't really say that I protest because I don't watch it. Now, I did watch the game. I went to one of my friend's house, one of my fuck buddies' house. Let me stop lying to y'all. I went to one of my fuck buddies' house, and he had the game on. I was sitting there watching it until we started fucking. So, that's the only reason why I even saw what was going on, honestly. But yeah, like it's confusing to me because, for example, Travis Scott. They say that Jay-Z called Travis Scott because he was trying to convince him not to perform at the halftime show. Okay, cool. But then I turn around and I find out that Beyonce's artists, Chloe and Hailey, they performed at the Super Bowl show. They performed God Bless America, I believe, at the beginning, of course. So somebody break this down to me. Why is it that Jay-Z is making phone calls to get in contact with Travis Scott to have him not perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, but it's okay for Beyonce to give the green light, the thumbs up, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Beyonce, one of the most powerful women in the world, she gave them the thumbs up to go out there and perform at the Super Bowl show. What the fuck is the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? And then after they performed, I believe she sent out a message basically saying how she congratulated them and told them that they did a good job. Cardi B was asked to perform at the halftime show. She said no. But then she comes out with a Pepsi commercial. Now, in Cardi B's defense, she said that she had already signed a contract with Pepsi and she was supposed to do X amount of commercials. She has to do X amount of commercials with Pepsi. Okay, cool. And I know that Cardi B probably doesn't have that much pull. But where do we start holding everybody else accountable and not just Travis Scott, basically? All these celebrities flew their black asses out to Atlanta to party, to fuck, to do coke, to do the electric slide, to have a good time. They bought the best seats at the game. They were taking pictures all on the football field. But then y'all got the nerve to turn around and dog Travis Scott out and call him a sellout and how he ain't shit and how, it ain't nothing but Kris Jenner fault. Well, who fault was it that Kevin Hart was there? Or all the other black celebrities that were there? Well, we know Kevin Hart don't stand for nothing, so he don't count. But what about the other black celebrities? Why is it that Colin Kaepernick, why is it that Travis Scott is the only one that I saw getting drugged through the mud? when Beyonce gave the green light for her artists to go out there and perform. When all these other black celebrities who were talking about standing with Colin Kaepernick, they black asses was right out that game. I don't get it. Y'all gonna have to explain this to me. Are we protesting? Are we protesting or are we not protesting? Like I said, I can't protest because I really, girl, if the NFL went out tomorrow and never came back, I wouldn't give a fuck. The only thing I care about is watching the niggas run around with their tights on. That's it. But other than that, girl, I don't give a fuck about no football. Are y'all still protesting the NFL? Were y'all ever protesting the NFL? Why is it that black people, when they protest, y'all can't never stick together? One thing I have realized is that we. And I done said this and I'm going to say it again. Y'all can talk about the gay people all day long. But one thing about the gay people is when gay people feel disrespected, when gay people feel like they've been done wrong, bitch, they coming for your motherfucking throat. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Bitch, you ain't gonna have no job. Up and call somebody a faggot. Up and do something to somebody that's gay. Baby, you will lose your job. GLAAD is coming for your throat. Black people, y'all get mad. We want to, make videos, make hashtags, make posts, all on Facebook. But then when it's time to put the shit in action, girl, here we go, flying out to Atlanta, wanting to be entertained. I thought we was mad. We not mad no more? No, we not mad no more. I need to make sure we not mad no more, right? We not mad. I was watching State of the Culture. Y'all see I'm trying to drink my water. I'm trying to drink my water, y'all. It's hard than a motherfucker. This whole thing of water been sitting on this table for about an hour. Okay. I'm trying to drink more water. I gotta get the skin together, get this body together. A bitch is getting old. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me. Joe Budden was on his show. I love the State of the Culture. It's Joe Budden's show with Remy Ma, Jinx, and Scotty Beam. So I think her name is Delani. I think that's her name. I love her. But he was trying to explain the difference, and I'm just like, maybe Joe was just too smart for me. But I'm just like, y'all niggas just sound like y'all trying to make an excuse. Just say, I'm not protesting. Point blank, period. Like, stop trying to make excuses to watch the game. Oh, this and this. No, just say you watching the game. Just say I'm not boycotting Gucci. I told y'all I'm not boycotting H&M. That's my price point. That's what I can afford. When these not to get off subject, but when these celebrities, want to yell boycott H&M, bitch, you don't even shop at H&M. So it's easy for you to say it's easy for you to say boycott H&M because when was the last time y'all stepped inside of H&M? What y'all not going to do is boycott Gucci. Y'all want to boycott Gucci for 3 months. Because we all know, y'all rappers, if y'all can't sing about jewelry, hoes, clothes, and bitches, then you can't rap about nothing. Now, that's all I had to say about that. But just say that you're not going to boycott it. But when y'all start coming out with this, oh, we're going to boycott this, we're going to boycott that, and then you don't, really it make black people look like we can't do shit. We can't stick to nothing. All we do is cause a lot of ruckus and make a whole bunch of noise. But when it comes down to it, we can't do it. Do you know how much of an impact it would have had if those white people in the NFL, because it's mostly white people who running shit, if those white people, their pockets would have been disturbed? Do you know how much chaos and confusion it would have caused in Atlanta? Say, for example, I'm just going to give an example. Say, for example, they had already sat down and said, oh, okay, the Super Bowl is going to bring in an extra, I'm just going to throw a number out there. The Super Bowl is going to bring in an extra $100 million for the weekend to the city of Atlanta. Just imagine if nobody went out there. If nobody was out there, at the clubs, at the liquor stores, at the, grocery stores, just bringing all types of money into it. Do you know when Atlanta would have been like, hold the fuck up. Something ain't right. Do you know if people wouldn't have went to that game buying those expensive ass tickets, the best tickets in the best tickets in the house? Do you know how much of an impact that would have had? Those people don't give a fuck if their pockets not being disturbed. Point blank period. We can fuss and cuss all goddamn day long. But if the money, let me say something. Like, if ain't nobody fucking with your money, you probably don't give a fuck what they got to say. Okay? When people start messing with your money, that's when you be like, okay, hold on, girl. Okay, girl, now we need to sit down and talk about this, because, baby, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Maybe y'all can explain this whole protest thing to me, because at one point it started out where it was, you know, Colin was trying to bring awareness to, you know, the things that black people go through. And I was here for I'm still here for it. Like, oh shit. And let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I was telling one of my good sisters, I don't know if I could do some shit like that. I really honestly don't. Well, this is what I wanted to say too. Before I get to, let me say this, and I'm gonna get into what I just said. I think at first I was like, everybody should stick together. And then I'm thinking, can you imagine you dreaming of, you know, being a singer or a dancer or, you know, wanting to play in the NFL? And then all of a sudden your dreams come true, and then you have this chance to play in the NFL. And then everybody wants you to boycott, and everybody wants you to put your paycheck on the line, and no telling how many people you're probably supporting. You're probably supporting your mama, your grandmother, your two nieces, your nephew, your brother-in-laws, your sister-in-law. No telling how many mortgages you're paying, how many car notes you're paying. Now, everybody wants you to put your livelihood on the line because of one person, which would be Colin Kaepernick. I could honestly see how it would be hard, how it was hard for those men in the NFL to be like, I stand with you. I think it was easy for some of us, including myself, to call them fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up, that's fucked up, that's fucked up. You should stand with that boy. But I think it's easier said than done when you, especially when you're in that position. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if I could just up and walk on my job like that. I don't know if I could just put my livelihood on the line for some shit that I know that y'all probably not gonna care about in 2 weeks. Colin Kaepernick pretty much put his whole livelihood on the line, lost his job, and everybody was like, oh, we're gonna stick with you. And then everybody turned and got on the first plane to Atlanta to go to the fucking game. I don't know. Like I said, shout out to all the people who, you know, especially the football players who stood beside Colin Kaepernick, but I think that I'm not going to dog out the ones who didn't, because I know that shit has to be hard as fuck. You just signed a $10 million contract, and you know, trying to take care of your mom and take care of your daddy, your kids and your wife and all these people, and now all of a sudden you want me to put my livelihood on the line. Like, what? I've been dreaming of playing in the NFL. This has been my dream since I was a little boy. My dream finally came true, and now y'all want me to just throw it to the wayside? I don't know. Like I said, it's easier said than done. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This whole protest is confusing. It started out as Colin Kaepernick trying to bring light to what black people were going through. And then of course, Donald Trump now tried to turn it into something completely different. And then it's like the black people were like, oh, we in support. Oh, we not in support. Oh, we in support. Oh, we not in support. Oh, let's go to the game. What the fuck? Bye, y'all.